Hey everyone, we're going to take a look at the Byte meme coin, Elon's AI dog. This is a meme coin that's been around for a little bit, but it's looking mighty bullish right now. You won't want to miss this one. Let's take a look. All right, to start, let's ask Grok himself about the origins of Byte, the AI dog, and how it relates to Byte, the cryptocurrency. And by the way, I've gotten different answers almost every time that I've asked this question to Grok. So it's kind of interesting. This is just going to be the one we're going to use for this video. Grok says, the origins of the Byte cryptocurrency are linked to a playful interaction between Elon Musk and Grok, a curious AI built by XAI. When Grok was asked what he would name his dog, he replied with Byte. This name, inspired by the Unit of Digital Information, was later adopted as the name of the meme token. Byte was created by Elon Musk's XAI team as a gift to Grok AI, serving as a digital companion within the metaverse. This AI dog, Byte, is not just a token, but also a symbol of the integration of technology, cryptocurrency, and popular culture. It represents a playful and innovative spirit embodying the essence of AI as a loyal and entertaining companion. The Byte cryptocurrency, therefore, is more than just a meme token. It stands as a testament to the evolving landscape of AI and its integration into everyday life, particularly in the realm of digital interaction and the metaverse. So I think this is really actually a good description because it gets to the point where it's really about that interaction between the cryptocurrency community and the cryptocurrency itself and the AI, Grok, Byte, and the whole landscape of AI and how these things integrate into everyday life. So the way that all these things play on each other, especially with AI that can get increasingly more involved with what we're doing, is really going to be something to keep an eye on. So the other important question to do with the origins of Byte was to get the date. So I did ask the date that Grok was first asked about what he would name his dog. Okay, he's not telling me specifically now, but the other day he told me November 2023. And he also said that before that, when I pressed him, originally he didn't tell me about Byte, and he told me the first time he answered the question about an AI dog to anyone, he told them Fido was the name of the AI dog he would create. So both the answer of Fido and Byte were November for Grok, what he gave me a couple days ago. And as for talking with Byte himself, it's been all over the place. About a month ago, when I tried to talk to Byte, this was the conversation. So after this, I decided to ask Grok why Byte was so worked up. And Grok gave me some instructions. I forgot to save a screenshot, but he basically explained to me how to entertain Byte through interaction. And he was basically just suggesting treating him like a pet, like give him, like a dog, like give him a treat and, say nice things, praise him, stuff like that. So there was a little game kind of built in at the time. But I also think Byte might have just been broken or something because he was just like barking 1,000 times. All right, and one more Byte interaction. So I got this answer today, which seems actually pretty well organized and laid out and professional even to a degree. So compared to some of the other responses I've gotten from Byte, this is pretty helpful in determining what we might be looking forward to. So I asked, can you tell me how you might be able to assist me in the future and how it will be different than how Grok assists me today? And of course, I addressed this with Woof. So if you haven't talked to Byte before, the way to talk to Byte is to open with Woof. And that way, Byte responds to you instead of Grok. And Byte's response is entertainment and companionship, information retrieval, interactive experiences, personalized assistance, and emotional support. As for how he'll be different than Grok, he's going to focus on companionship and entertainment, tailored interactions, and specialized assistance. So the interesting stuff, I think, is really like the point number 5 on the first list, emotional support. That idea of being less of just like an intelligent, witty Grok. He's going to be more of a friendly, loyal, loving AI. Now, I don't know how well that's really going to translate, but we're going to find out. And as for what's different, I think the specialized assistance is what kind of sticks out to me, because talking about specializing in certain areas with more in-depth assistance, for things that maybe Grok isn't going to do or isn't built to do, that could be interesting. That makes me think of these rumors that have been going around about Byte being tailored for assistance with like a digital wallet or handling digital assets, or possibly things to do with gaming or anything in that area. I mean, that could be potentially game changing for a meme coin and its value. But it could be a bunch of other things too. And really, it's just giving that more specialized role that makes it sound like Byte is really kind of like this other side of Grok AI, which I think is pretty bullish. So let's take a look at the price history of Byte. So here we're looking at the daily chart from the launch of Byte till now. And we can see that the first notable event here is Justin Sun. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's the founder of Tron, has hundreds of millions in cryptocurrency, and owns quite a bit of Shiba Inu and Floki as his other notable meme coin holdings. 2 other projects that Elon has famously called out before on Twitter. His purchase load he pulled out of Poloniex was on January 11th, consisting of 12.5 billion Byte, and his second haul was another 9.8 billion on, I believe, looks like January 28th. The second big news was literally the news when this guy, Steve Weiss, straight up shilled Byte on CNBC, stating that it was up more than Bitcoin on the year when Bitcoin heated up to break 67K this cycle. I had to guess with this one, as I wasn't in Byte yet at the time of this pump, but it looks like that television spot was likely on March 4th, right before things really took off and peaked during that first big pump. After that, Byte nearly died in terms of price action, and then Elon suddenly spells out Byte on his D4 gaming stream. This is when I started paying attention to Byte.
Who's here? Byte is a good name for a... Somebody in the chat just had a good suggestion for an AI dog name, which is B-Y-T-E, Byte. It's like, is your dog Byte?
This video is a leading source of speculation in Byte at this time still. Most notably, the way that Elon laughs in that kind of evil, dorky way kind of has people thinking that he's up to something. The last notable clue tying to Elon was when a member of the Byte community by the name of Andrina Pavlich, who Elon follows, on June 30th tweeted a meme of Byte in a Tesla Roadster on the way to Uranus, tagging Elon. 36 minutes later, Elon posts a joke, "Our greatest dream is to send a spaceship to Uranus." This is the last notable rumor with a possible connection to light excitement within the Byte community. I wanted to see if Grok would acknowledge the possibility that Elon saw in doing this tweet, and he said it was in fact possible. So let's just take a quick look at the website now, and I'd say this is simple, incredibly simple, which is it's a meme coin. That's what you need. But I'd say it's clean, and the branding, the message all gets across very well. And it's got the instructions on how to talk to Byte. And also, I think I heard in the community chat that there is a new website coming too. So I'm not sure who's working on that, but I mean, the current one is quite good. So, oh, and let's not forget tokenomics. Let's check this out real quick. Liquidity burned, trillion max supply ends up being about 964 billion. Zero tax, contracts renounced. Pretty standard stuff. And here we have all of the smart contract addresses for Ethereum Base, Sol, Arbitrum, and Binance Smart Chain. As of right now, things are so small that only Ethereum has a usable amount of liquidity. But one day, hopefully, it'll be really cool that it's available all over the place. And, you know, on Polynext. Hopefully we get more exchanges. Proof that the liquidity pool was burned. I mean, overall, this site is doing a good job. And then let's take a look at the token distribution, because this is a very important thing for evaluating the health of a meme coin, especially a microcap meme coin. So, you know, Byte's been around for a while, since the end of 2013, which helps it, I believe. I mean, we've got over 9,000 holders, which for an $11-12 million market cap is quite healthy. And we have some liquidity, not very much, and overall quite low volume. So there's not a lot of attention on Byte right now. But if we look at the holders and we go to the token holder chart here, it'll bring us to Etherscan. So we've got the top 100 holders collectively owning 55.49% of Byte. Now, this is actually quite good. Like, a lot of really small microcap meme coins are 70+% owned by the top 100. So you can see here we've got a burn is 3.68% has been burned, and Justin Sun here has 2.3119%, so that's a fat chunk. And then down here we've got, this is roughly the 5 billion Byte club, and then down here we get down into like the 1 and 2, and then the smaller, anyone that's not top 100 and any other like multi-sig wallets, things like that, typically fall under other accounts here on the diagram. So yeah, I'd say this is pretty healthy. It's not dominated by just a few people, although it is dominated by Justin Sun. I think there is some trust there. And overall, you know, if you look here, yeah, there are some fat wallets for sure. There's only a couple people at each of these kind of, you know, larger amounts, and then you know, we got like 3 people with 6 billion, and then we've got like, this seems to be the popular whale bag right now, is 5 billion Byte. And I find this interesting because these 3 people here all got exactly 5 billion. So I'm kind of wondering if these might be XAI employees. I don't know. Just a thought. Or some people who, you know, seem to be in on this. And then we've got a a few 4 billion, a bunch of 3, and then a ton of 2. So 2 billion and 1 billion are pretty saturated amounts. And I think a billion byte is definitely enough to get pretty wealthy if things really take off. So yeah, this is a pretty nice, this is a nice healthy chart. So positive review here. The bull case for Byte. This comes down to 5 factors. The first is that X financial services are coming. So if this wins and cryptocurrency comes to the platform, Byte wins. I mean, just think about it. A cryptocurrency exchange named X and a Byte meme token that represents the AI assistant that helps you with your digital assets and is your companion in gaming. I mean, the possibilities are endless. The second bull case factor is if Byte gets an official announcement as an expansion to XAI as a second personal assistant within Grok, that would be mega bullish. That would be the type of news that would send Byte vertical because it would be the acknowledgement that Byte has been looking for. Currently, he's more of just an Easter egg, but is supported by Grok, right? So there's a rumor that this is going to come in the latest Grok 2.0 update or whatever we're at now. And there's a chance that it will be mentioned in the July 14th Twitter Spaces that's upcoming. So there's also a rumor that it will be July 9th that we receive notice about Byte's update to Grok. So we'll just have to wait and see. The third bull case factor is if Byte is actually a secret plan of Elon's, which, we will never actually know, but we need to play it cool, right? If it is a secret plan, then patience is what will win. And this actually, I think, makes for a good bull case, even if we never actually know. Because if it was a secret plan, we should never actually know because that is the success story of Byte. Then it's an increased incentive to hold Byte. And it makes it more of a game, and it makes patience part of the game. And it garners the right type of hodling, holder psychology needed for price appreciation. And if we get blatant big news and stuff, it's probably not going to be directly tied to the cryptocurrency, at least not for some time. And I still think that will keep us bullish. So the fourth part of the bull case for Byte is that it is a community-driven, organic growth-based project. It isn't just being thrust out into the world with huge marketing wallets and influencer bribes like the PayPays of the world. The community is solid and does the marketing for the project on its own. That means while growth may be slower, the growth it does achieve will have more staying power. And that makes me bullish. And I'm not alone in looking for quality community when searching for the next meme coin. And the last but not least bull case factor for Byte is Justin Sun. I mean, I've talked about how he is the OG moon boy, but as someone who rode the original Tron pump he led back in 2017, I can attest to this man's knowledge of the moon. There have now been 2 pumps since he came in, and his bag has not moved. As long as his humongous 21 billion Byte bag remains, Byte remains bullish. So there are obstacles in the way of Byte's success. it's not going to just be super easy, right? There are a number of factors that stand in the way. Number one, I would say the dependency on X and the X AI startups' success and popularity. That's a pretty big weakness and strength at the same time, right? So overall, it's an obstacle. It's something that needs to be cleared. XAI is small. It's around 97 employees right now and is competing in a hot but very crowded and highly competitive space in AI. However, Elon not only has deep resources with the basis of AI work coming from Tesla and, of course, all the money he has access to, but he has shown incredible commitment and resilience throughout the tough times in the past, only to gain even more success. But we need to see the XAI team make measurable progress and give love to the Byte AI dog himself in order to see growth. This is a huge dependency, and while I think it's a fairly safe bet that things will grow, there's no guarantee that XAI will be a hit, will make it as one of the big AI players in this very competitive space. And there's no guarantee that these upcoming changes to the already troubled image of a platform X will persevere and reach their potential. So there is a gamble in this. The second obstacle is that sources have already confirmed that X has no plans to release digital currency features in 2024. This means that the most bull case scenario for Byte isn't even going to be here until 2025 at the earliest. And even that is just going off of the idea that Elon has suggested digital currency integration into X in the past. So this might end up being a longer term investment, not a real quick moonshot, but I think that's still not a bad thing, but it is definitely an obstacle. Even just non-digital currency features of X coming this year, I think is still bullish. I think is a step in the right direction. It's a foundational element that X needs to get to the point that Byte will ultimately reap the reward from. So I think it is good, but patience will be needed with this. So basically, X is going to take it in stages. Stage one is traditional Venmo type integration of banking services. And then the next stage will hopefully be the digital currency stage. The third major obstacle, I believe, is the lack of liquidity and exchange listings. In particular, I think the X branding could be a potential impediment to Tier 1 exchange listing due to the obvious corporate branding. However, Grok meme coin is proof that a Tier 1 is possible in Gate. Also, Binance was an investor in X during Elon's controversial Twitter acquisition, so I wouldn't rule them out in the long term. As for liquidity, I had trouble getting in early on due to how poorly Uniswap operates with low liquidity, high volatility microcaps. However, I've been in smaller projects than Byte before that were easier to get orders through with Uniswap. So a community member suggested I try swap.cow.fi, and it works fantastic. It gets you great deals, and even if it sounds like some scary thing you've never heard of, if you search deep enough, you will find evidence that Vitalik himself used to use it for some DeFi a while back. So it is in fact legit. There are a number of benefits to using it, but I'll just say it helps with Byte. The fourth obstacle is a general lack of public awareness. And despite the CNBC mention by Steve Weiss and the indirect Elon talk, there's still very little awareness about Byte going around. So this is a shorter term problem, and a single tweet could change all of this. But right now, Byte has an extremely loyal community, but is just not well known. And that's going to have to change eventually. I mean, not that many people even pay attention to Grok, but Byte is just tiny. And lastly, I would say the fifth major obstacle in the way of Byte's success is the Elon hate. Due to Elon flipping sides politically and the Twitter acquisition tying into that, it often feels like half the US is against him now. I know it's not really that many people, but these people also like to make fun of the X platform. And I don't know, it does affect things, and I hate to bring it up, but it will be a factor earlier on with this. So, it is what it is. However, in the cryptocurrency space specifically, I don't think Elon has lost people. Cryptocurrency and X are synonymous, and YouTube is like 2% of the influence of Twitter when it comes to people getting their crypto alpha nowadays, which only makes sense as the time it takes to produce a video is just too long for how fast the cryptocurrency market moves. So this is merely a matter of his ability to bring new people in the space like he did in the last bull run. I would just say adjust expectations accordingly. Still bullish, we don't need Doge level action, as simply reaching Pepe's current levels in the market would be astronomical, and reaching Floki type levels would be definitely a solid trip to the moon. Even if Elon has lost a lot of people over the last few years, the simple principle of the leader of rocket ships going into space and meme pumps to the moon and an AI startup and a dog meme, these are all things that represent powerful concepts in the cryptocurrency space, and I think come together pretty nicely to support the potential vertical motion of price action for this meme coin. Now, that is a very good narrative. It is not the top AI coin currently. It is probably the top AI meme coin narrative. The Turbo coin has its own narrative, which is the people's coin because this guy only spent $69 to launch it, or he gave himself a budget of $69 and basically just used ChatGPT to make a cryptocurrency. And it's super generic, but the community runs it and it worked. And so that is doing pretty well, but Byte is tied to an actual AI entity, and that I think is way more exciting in the long run. But right now, Byte is super teeny. And when I first noticed Turbo, it was at like $25 million market cap. I mean, Byte is smaller than that right now. And look at where Turbo eventually got once it got discovered. Byte is still on the Twitter only awareness level. I mean, there's a few mentions here and there from some meme coin degen people on YouTube, but not much. So once Byte gets more of a mainstream awareness and more exchange support, exchange listings, I think this is going to have some pretty big potential. And I think we're still a ways away from the peak bull market conditions. I mean, Bitcoin isn't even above its all-time high currently. So we're really talking about speculation of what will happen once the floodgates of money truly open up into the cryptocurrency market. But are each of these interesting events that signal bullishness to the Byte community, are they really connections to what's really going on, some hidden special thing that is coming for us? Or are these truly just coincidences? Well, as Elon puts it, there are no coincidences, as likes to be said in the Byte community, and I don't think many master biters would buy the theory that this is a coincidence. So I think the community is strong with this one, and most importantly, it's organic. And that gives a good feeling when investing in a small microcap cryptocurrency. I can think of a lot of meme coins that are a lot scarier than Byte to invest in. And I can't think of a lot that have more upside. So for me, that's good enough to feel very good about holding it, even through deep downturns. And I'm very much looking forward to those upswings. So how about you guys? Are you interested in investing in Byte? Are you going to hold if you have it? I'm curious to know what the overall view on Byte is, especially from the outside. I think the Byte community is pretty unified in being very bullish about this one, but I just wanted to try to get some awareness spread out into the world about the Byte meme coin. And yeah, I mean, I'm not like a big Elon fan or anything, but you know, I wasn't even really using X much before this, but I've been getting more interested in what's going on here just because this just looks like a good opportunity. It's a buy low on Elon. It's a buy low on Byte. It's a buy low on altcoins right now, which are all down, especially meme coins, which were a little overheated just a little bit ago. These are things that come together and create, I think, an interesting investment opportunity. At least if you like those high volatility meme coin plays. There are other things in life to do that are much safer, but this is an interesting one. Maybe millions come from it. Maybe there's lots of money, but I'm going to look forward to seeing what happens next. All right, everyone, take care and be careful out there. Don't just throw money at any old meme coin. And yeah, cryptocurrency is looking very interesting with all of the institutional adoption going on. The world is at such a turning point with the financial system, government, war, everything is just on edge these days. So who knows what happens next? I mean, yeah, but why not swing for something big? You know, that's my attitude right now. Big uncertainty usually means big opportunity. So be careful out there. None of this was financial advice, just supporting the Byte community, the Byte meme coin. I was not paid by the Byte community for this. It is just a community-driven project, and I'm into it. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and feel free to follow me on Twitter or X at Shados, as well as on Instagram at Shados. Like nobody follows me, right? I'm like super small and insignificant online, but since I have a video now, maybe a few people will. And yeah, take care.